G'day guys, it's John from OGS back with another episode. I really haven't talked too much about the 49 Chev, but I was experiencing some rust issues with it. I've decided to give it to a professional, an absolute magician. So I'm here at Handmade Metalcraft in Cranbourne, where we're going to take a bit of a look. Let's do it. Yeah, so as you guys remember, basically I got the car from Echuca. It was about $2 odd grand thereabouts, and what had actually happened was that I believe the shed actually fell on the car. So I've come to see my man Brad at Handmade Metalcraft. Here he is. How you going, mate?
Hey, mate.
Yeah, good, mate. You working hard, or hard while working?
Yeah, that's it, mate. You're always doing something. Always something cool to play
This
with.
guy works crazy hours. It's his passion, and I'm really jealous because he gets to practice it all day, every day. Phenomenal. Let's take a look. Chev's been here for a little while, and Brad's been working his magic. As I mentioned, this guy's just unbelievable with all of his equipment, and you certainly use very basic hand tools, but the way that you shape metal, you've got to have a real understanding. So it was above my pay grade. I didn't have the skills. I'm not sure that I'll ever get the skills because I'm so time poor. Brad's really time poor, but he gets to sort of work on his passions. How did it come about? What's the go?
I just started out being a high-end smash repairer, so I cut my teeth on brand new Ferraris, brand new Lambos, and got sick of it. Most people start out at Camrys and Falcons and end up at Ferraris, but we went the other way. We sort of started out at Ferraris and come backwards, and now we're shaping. So
yeah, absolutely. And so how do you go about when a car comes in and a customer's got a client base? Once you start digging, I know with rust repairs, you pull something off and then you see more rust that you need to fix, sort of thing. So how often does that happen to you?
Nearly every build, but it's as we discussed before. We try to assess it the best we can with what we can see, but there's always a questionable entity on what's going on behind what we can see.
You want to see some of the panels that he's taken out? Let's take a look in the boot. So originally I thought it was just the outer sills. There was a particular part that I actually had trouble making. I gave it an attempt, it was absolute dog shit, so I just left it be and I gave Brad a call, sort of thing. But just take a peek at some of the old panels that he's removed there. And we're talking about inner sills, stuff that you can't even see, and he's redone the whole lot. So on and on it continues. Here it is here. And he's been kind enough just to leave it for me to stick on my wall or something. But it just goes on and on and on. So I actually feel pretty sorry for him because, he would unbutton something, find something else. Let's go through some of the work that he's done. You say outer sills, but what does that even really mean? Well, you take off the outer sill, you have a look at the inner sill, but then you've got front and back pieces, so on and on it goes. So for him, it probably feels like a never-ending saga of working and, trying to get it right.
That's true, but we try to evaluate each piece as its own panel and try to figure out if we can repair it, or in your case, it's just easy just to replace it. Just
replace the whole thing. Just get it done right once, and you won't have to worry about it again. Let's pass it over to Brad, and he's going to show us a bit of the work that he's done.
So John brought me his Chevy, and he says, look mate, just patch up the outer sill. And we said, nah man, all the strength in the car's gone, the inner sills are gone. He says, okay, so we're just going to bend up some sheet tin and whack it in there, right? I said, no way.
Wrong.
Wrong. Yeah. The car's actually got a contour that runs down the length of it, and I was explaining that to John. He says, yeah, but how important is that? It's pretty important to keep all the strength up in the car. So in order to keep the strength up, we've gone ahead and spot welded all the new sill in as per factory.
I want to finish this car. I want to drive it. I've got dreams of a bench seat and my missus right in the middle with me, sort of thing. But it was this particular part here that I actually had not a clue. I tried to make it, it just looked like absolute dog shit, you know. But this part here, to me, is one of the hardest bits. But why don't we pass it to Brad and he can tell us a little bit more about how he actually created this part.
So John brings me the car, as you were saying, this part here is probably the hardest patch to make in regards to the panel's moving in multiple directions in its shape. And in order to get it to line up with the door, it's made in two pieces to be able to achieve those shapes. And that's probably the biggest problem that John was having. He was trying to just address one shape at a time, and it's not the way you can get the metal to move in that direction. Unfortunately, it's got to keep working it in multiple directions until you achieve the right contours.
Yeah, mate, he's being nice about it, seriously. Mate, you think it's just one side that was rotten? No, 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 the fun continues over here. Of course, Brad's done the other side. Both the Mickey Mouse. With these old cars, if they could talk and tell you their whole life, it'd be a pretty bloody sad story, to be honest. It was sitting in a shed for a really long time in a Chuka before I got it. I think, and I will, complete this car. I've already got the engine built, and I've never done a full-length video because I didn't really want to introduce another project. I already got the VG, XD, XE sort of thing, but since I'm going to get it back very, very soon, I'm going to have to pull my finger out and get this thing painted. Before I can get it painted, the roof has still a few dents there. Brad, tell me more.
Well, it looks like the roof has had something possibly fall on it or someone jump on it or whatever. And when some people try to address these massive repairs, they jump in real deep, bump up the worst of it, but then to chase out the rest of the profiles can sometimes be really tricky.
Yeah, look, you might be talking about me that tapped it up incorrectly. Mate, I've got a lot to learn. Thanks for coming. A big thanks to Brad from Handmade Metalcraft in Cranny for helping me out with this 49 Chev. Hopefully you'll see it soon on the road. If you need any rust repairs, give this bloke a call. I'll put his details down in the description. Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers.